What it means is that we're trying to figure out what is the best way to take an idea and move it to production. So most of the times, the biggest issue is that you have an idea, you have a problem which you would like to solve, and you're bringing in different players how to make a solution. But sometimes involves multiple silos, multiple disciplines, what you need to be put together. So EPAM is really good putting together the hybrid teams, which is designers, which is architects, which is engineers, consultants, and able to deliver the transformative results at the end. Digitalization is a buzzword, but actually what you really have to realize today is that digitalization is just another word for your business strategy. Today, the business strategies all require software. So there are movements, there are progress, what people are making, there are false starts, there are some people who are able to execute a digitalization but not getting the benefits. So probably what's happening is that out of 10 digitalization projects, only 1 or 2 succeeds. I mean, I have my own view, but my view is that if you want to succeed in this environment, you need to take it to your heart. You need to really say that we want to be a real digital company, and we want to really embrace this, which means that you need to become, by heart, a software company who happens to do a particular business via that software. That's the key to that. I think we're just now just before the storm comes. Right? Maybe we are in the eye of the storm. I think you shouldn't panic, but you should start doing something, and till you have time, because right now we're going to run out of time pretty soon. It's happening. It's the millennials. All the millennials at this point of time are looking different types of engagement, and you need to really understand what is the future of the workplace, and you really need to adapt to it. If you fail to adapt to it, not able to embrace them into your organization, you will fail in going forward, because they are the future, and you need to really do it. Oh, it's a lot of ways. We are actually changed how the interior design happening. We changed the way the engagement happening. We took on causes which are social responsibility. We started to embrace crowdsourcing, crowd solutions. So there's a multiple ways how we actually doing that. No, it's not an obvious answer. You just need to really understand that they are motivated by other things, and you need to take on that cause. Oh, that's a loaded question. So I think so, yeah. I think there are some regulations in place. Also, some of the regulations are very much protecting the consumer, and the consumer is quite culturally conservative, and due to that, the innovation is very slow. Out of it, the regulator took on a stance, and to protect the consumer, they took on a very conservative stance, which might be a blocker for innovation going forward. There's around the table and around the discussion, people are not yet panicking, and people believe that there's a lot of time going forward. Some of them recognize that there is needs for a change, recognize that you need to make the innovation happen. All of them is wondering how to make the organizational changes which is necessary to execute this change. And I think this is an interesting change and interesting difference, because now people start to recognize that the barrier for the change is the organization itself. You need to actually first start driving it from the top and create a sense of urgency, which is meeting from the bottom of change request or need for change. But it's very difficult to embrace it. So you need to come in with a change agenda. You need to communicate your vision very clearly, very early in the life cycle. And once you do that, you would be able to drive the urgency into the organization. And if you do that and you start adopting new type of organizational structures, new type of delivery methods, agile thinking, then you might succeed in the end. The success is not guaranteed. It's just you need to have a better chance doing that. So I think there are early successes. In the beginning, we had successes in AI around RPA, or robotic process automation, and able to automate easy low-hanging fruits. Now we are with RPA, we are able to start targeting more sophisticated cases where, let's say, natural language processing is required to execute a certain task. Going forward, I think once the regulatory change is happening around neural nets, you can take AI into all areas where decision-making, critical decision-making is needed. This is all happening right now, and it's a very interestingly changing field, which has a couple of interesting regulatory requirements. So it's worthwhile to watch it and experiment with the technology itself. Our approach, I think, is different due to the integrated nature and the fact that we are offering hybrid consulting approach, where we are able to combine service design, architectural design, business consultants, digital designers with engineers to deliver the change itself. So that's what makes us different. The way we can help, because we can bring in the necessary capabilities for organizational change or bring in organizational transformations along with the technical innovations. Your business strategy will be digital, so you better understand it and you better start preparing for it.